Hello survivors and welcome to Greedlands. This game is in early access still, but it's been a really long time since we last played it and we actually got asked to take a look at it again. So here we are. I've done a couple of runs. We still have quite a lot to unlock. We haven't done the tundra, we haven't even finished the jungle area or picked up endless. We're still busy doing the desert, as you can see, so we're going to be doing the desert area 3 over here, which is a 15-minute run on midday. As you can see, every time you play the game you get new missions which will then allow you to advance to the next stage. So over here we get the jungle depths and a new weapon as soon as we do these 3 missions. You can buy off the commander, which means that it releases and completes one of the missions automatically for 3,200 of the gold over there, but we don't have enough to do it and we're not going to be doing it. So we're going to use the laser weapon. We're going to equip the prism 4 times. I don't know if we will be doing that in this run, but we'll see what happens. And to complete area 4, well, we haven't even complete area 3, so we'll just be doing the laser gun damage for today. So we're going to go into the desert area level 3. Before we do that, the game has something called mods. So it's like the meta progression, but it's actually a modding system. So there's only so many mods you can equip onto your character, and you can have multiple different configurations. As you can see, we've got a mod power over here, and then we've got a whole bunch of different things like full power increases our damage by 25%. We increase our weapon damage, we increase our fire rate. Over here we increase our crit rate, and so on and so forth. There are some really cool things like over here, the laser weapon, the gun color turns from blue to red, which doesn't cost anything, which we've got. We've also got the AR auto aim equipped, automation, so we use automatic airdrops. I don't have that equipped, but maybe I should. We've got stabilizers, magnetism, Hawkeye for vision, increased growth rate, and a reroll possibility. So I do need to go and increase all of this. However, gold is the upgrade currency for everything. Even your armor sets can be upgraded. Even your weapons can then be upgraded. So everything can be upgraded. You do need to spend quite a lot of that gold on upgrades. And I think that's where a lot of people are thinking, you know, the game is very grindy. But I mean, there's so much or so many different levels to play with. By the time you get to a certain level, I'm sure it will be really you know, it'll be quite you'll have a lot of money. Right, I do have the sound effects turned off just quite a bit, because otherwise it does land up being very, I don't know what the wording is over here. So I like the plasma disc, so we actually no, let's do orbital cannon. So the evolutions so each of the equipments can be evolved, and how that works is when they get evolved they have to hit level 7, and then the level 8 is the evolution. Although there have been a time or two where the evolution for me didn't occur at the level 7. It actually occurred at the level 8 or the level 9 upgrade. So it was very weird. I don't know. Maybe it was just me being unlucky or whatever the case may be. But here we go. I'm going to look at, growth rate. We'll get even more XP gain. That's fantastic. There is a dodge, which is great. And because I got the AR auto aim, we can make it so that the auto shoot is off by pushing middle mouse button. But the auto aim is there continuously because we've got the AR auto aim mod on our character. So that's a choice. However, it's only something that you can change like at the beginning of a run or before you go into the run. So now that we've got the run started, we can't turn off the auto aim. It's always going to be there. Alright, we are going to go for damage. That's perfectly fine over there. I just want to concentrate on the orbital cannon, so I'm not going to grab any of the other equipments yet. I don't think we're doing anything necessary in terms of, we're playing on this difficulty. Orbital cannon range, so we increase the attack range. Is that the area of effect more than attack range? I think it is. And you do just be careful of those enemies that explode. Like that guy over there. You can see they've got that weird shape on the back of their bodies. Alright, +1, 2. Okay, wait. We're going to go for the laser gun quantity first. That's just awesome. Who doesn't like more lasers? Okay, take the airship drop there and we get to an overclock state. And we just shoot like an instant. Also, every level we get a landing pod which stays here for the entirety of the run. Over here it says we can unlock Vulcan, pheromones to increase the quantity and power of enemies, or temporarily buff our HP recovery. You can re-roll these. I don't want any of those yet. And they use these G Fuel to get them. G Fuel is collected in the game via that over there. What is reflection time? Don't know what that is, so we're going to go with the damage on Orbital Cannon right now. That's going to be good. Again, we do need to just get 7 level ups on it, and then we get the evolution or the upgrade system, however you want to look at it. Oh, right, I need to keep... oh, an extra laser. That's beautiful. So now we've got 3 lasers. And then the reason we're using Fury as the power armor is every time we right click or every time we use our, they call it like a right click, our S overload or G overload skill, that over there is going to give us increased fire rate as well as damage. So every time it's up, we are going to use it. I just mustn't forget about it. And then you can also get upgrades for it. So you'll see sometimes they're going to be upgrades that say increased skill effect, increased skill duration, and so on and so forth. Those are things we will be looking at keeping or taking because it's just such a strong skill compared to some of the other ranges that we already, or some of the other power armors that we've already unlocked. We're going to grab that over there. There we go. Plus, oh, but I want this. Oh. Okay, we're going to go skill update, uptime. That attack frequency on the... That would have been so good though. Alright, reduce the cooldown time of the skills. That's fine. Equipment, the prison. We've got the mission for it. I think we'll take it once, and then we're going to just leave it. Over here, we're going to re-roll. We get +1 to reflection time. I don't know what... Oh, it reflects. I don't know why they say reflection time. They should just say +1 to reflect. Or +1 reflect. I should have taken the XP thing there. Okay, Prism, we just had to equip it 4 times. So we've equipped it once, we don't have to upgrade it. I've seen the evolution for it is pretty cool, but we're gonna... Oh, another reflection over here. We're not worried about the heat of the weapon. As you can see, we don't really generate enough heat to worry about it. Oh, as we dashed, we spawned onto enemies. I mean, enemies spawned onto us. That's great. Cluster bomb. There are some things that you can get, like a nuclear bomb, which we haven't unlocked yet. That would be really, really cool to see. But trying to get upgrade onto our orbital strike is going to be really awesome. We don't even need the mouse for this game, which is really cool. I do like the fact that there's a lot of customization in the game, and there's a lot of different mods and things that you can go with in the game that are going to help you over there. We do need the mouse though, because we need to right click. We are going to grab the Orbital Cannon. I have decided that we want to evolve it this run and see what it looks like with it. So we're going to just take everything that says Orbital Cannon, regardless of whatever else we get there. If we get like a legendary or something like that, then maybe we'll go for something else. But over here we want to grab the air cooling, more XP. That's going to help us level up more, which means more levels, which means more upgrades, which means more power, which means more money, which means more enemies killed, which means more fun. Just means a lot. XP is what you need in every game. Alright, we've got ourselves attack frequency over there. That's beautiful. So we're at level 5 of the weapon. And we'll see now what happens when we get it up to a higher level, whether or not it's actually going to be worth something. Oof, but that boss, this laser burst gun is awesome. Alright, let's see. We get plus 50% to all damage, or we get crit rate and crit damage. It's not legendary, so I think we'll go for the all damage. I think that's a little bit better. I mean, our crit rate is sitting at 0, so it doesn't really matter. I think it's fine. Going for crit though is so good sometimes. I think the game used to be slightly harder. I don't know if they've made it easier, or it just feels like it's maybe easier. I don't know if it's maybe just because I already had previously played the game and it's not like my first time, but also we're not really playing on a hard difficulty. It would be interesting to see what Endless provides you with and whether it's worth playing an Endless run or not. I haven't really gotten that far into it to see. Over here we can go for more reflections, so it now it bounces another time, which is actually really cool. There's going to be a screen full of lasers eventually. We do need some XP. Okay, cooldown speed of the weapon or weapon generation. That's pretty much the same thing. The one is how quickly it overheats, the other is how quickly it stops it cools down from overheating. So I mean, whether you get the one or the other, they're kind of the same thing. Also, the laser burst gun doesn't really overheat a lot. Alright, so there we go, level 6. We got 2 orbital cannons now. I think we should try and get another one. That would be fantastic. It would help quite a bit. We also have not been getting a lot of our G fuel over here. We're kind of slacking in that department. You can get legendary upgrades from the tactical unit over there. Maybe when we're closer to the end, or once we've got a little bit more G fuel, we'll do that. So right now, let's go and collect that. That will be our mission for now, along with leveling up our skills. We are going to collect as much G fuel as possible. That's maybe 3 rerolls over there, so we need to get a little bit more rerolls going on over there. Grab the fire rate, that's fantastic, and then we see the G. We need to go and activate that drop pod. The only reason for that is because you don't get multiple drop pods if you don't activate the air support or the drop pod, which I was saying. Then you don't get to have another one come. So we do need to activate that one, just so we can get like the magnetic field drop pods to drop for us, because our XP reach or gain in this character is actually really trash. So let's see what we can get here. We are going to reroll. They should make reroll like an R button or something on the keyboard, but we're going to be looking for something like, there we go, gain 1 reborn. This is just like if we die, we come back to life again. We're not really interested in that, but we are interested in multi-shot. So that's really cool. And then we also get like a thermal over here, which we don't really have, but there we go. We got multi-shot. So now we've got more lasers and the gun just goes crazy. Pretty worth it. Okay, +1 attack count as well over there. So we got a 3rd orbital laser. That's exactly what we wanted. So that's fantastic. Now we're going to see whether or not we get the evolution when we level up again, or, you know, eventually we'll be able to get it. We do have a reroll, so if we don't see the evolution, then hopefully we can reroll and see it. Alright, perfect. A magnetic field. Ability, skill uptime is perfect. A fire rate is good. Reduce that. I'm not seeing it. Reduce that, and here we go, an evolution. So evolve into Demossel's sword, which will cause explosions with extensive damage. So there we go, we got an evolution for it. We're going to reduce the amount of weapon heat we now produce, and we can go and increase like maybe movement speed or something. So let's see the orbital cannon come up now. We're gonna go with damage while moving, that's fine. Alright, not much of a visual change coming from this one. A lot of the time you do visually get to see a difference between the evolutions and the weapons. or the equipment, but in this case, just because of the way that it works, we haven't been able to see that. Also, I've kind of been sleeping on the skill and not using it, so oops. Alright, pickup range, thank you. Finally, we got an upgrade there for the pickup range. We do want to go and collect more G fuel. We're not really worried about the orbital cannon. It was a mission, so we just randomly got it anyway. Grab ourselves more vision. The vision's pretty cool. It like makes you zoom out of the map. I don't know. I think if other games, one or two games I can think of that if they had that, it would be actually really, really awesome. But something like Soulstone Survivors, where you could increase the range of your character so you get a higher view, would be really, really cool, especially when you've got the bosses sitting on your like they're quite far away from you, or you know, sometimes the enemies are off screen. It would be quite cool to see. Also when you increase the area of effect of your spells. But there you go, vision. It makes a little bit of a difference. It's not really a major thing, but it's quite interesting to know that there are games out there that have thought about, you know, increasing your view radius using an upgrade in the game. So we do have a drop pod over there, so let's go and see it. Another magnet field, that's perfect. We can go and increase the damage, cooling speed. You know, let's go for weapon damage, and then we can go for pickup range as well. That's perfect. Another magnetic upgrade. So now we're looking good over there. I do want to try and hit level 50 because I do think that is an achievement, and we get to unlock one of his upgrades. I think we unlock a passive as a mod, but I'll see. We'll see if that happens. That happened for me with the Ranger, where as soon as we hit level 50, the reroll upgrade that we got, or the reroll mod that we got, was actually a passive of the Ranger as a power armor. So if that is the case, then we should receive something like more weapon damage or something like that, but we'll see what happens there. Right, we're going to get the damage increase over there, and we also got a weird little thing over here, so let's go and find it. That's a legendary upgrade, obviously by color, we can see that, and we got ourselves mercenary remains. Mods knockback obtain upon successful evacuation. So we actually unlocked a new mod, knockback, which we've never had before, which is actually pretty cool. So just by doing some weird and wonderful things, you're able to unlock mods as well. It obviously must be able to tell you how you unlock all the mods when we go into like the game menu and whatever the case may be, but not something I've really had to look for. It's not something I'll use. Alright, we could go and use the tactical or the landing pod there, that's there in the north. You can see that Archon. We could use it again, but I don't think it's necessary. We've got the incendiary bomb over here. What did we get? We get plus 15% all damage. That's beautiful. The incendiary bomb's quite cool for no moving. Because of all the fire around you, you don't really have to worry about too much. I would love to unlock the nuclear bomb though and see what happens when you use it, just how big it is. It says small nuke though, not like, so it might not be as good as I think it is, but definitely worth unlocking and trying. Okay, we're just going for the G fuel. We did get hit there, that's fine. We should be able to just get our life back. There we go, pretty easy. Activate our ability, which nearly lasts for 10 seconds now. We can increase that time, which I think I want to. The Thunder Shield shocks enemies close to us. It also gives us movement speed, which is really cool. You feel very fast, and it makes a big difference. Alright, plus more G fuel, that's fine. I could have maybe re-rolled there actually, because all of those weren't the greatest. I keep forgetting that I've got the reroll. Okay, we are level 40. I don't think we're going to hit the 10 more levels, sorry. Maybe if I went to the ship and saw if there was more enemy spawn, we could maybe do something, but I think it's a bit late. Alright, XP pickup range, that's fine. What do we get here? Magnetic field, so all the XP we didn't pick up, we get to pick up. More damage, absolutely all damage, that's fine. +1 prism, we're not really worried about the prism. We've got a boss that's immediately dead. What hardcore do we get? We get a legendary over here, so we either get 100% damage of all weapons, or we can go for the crit rate and crit damage. We're going to do the crit rate, just because, is that a 50%? Oh, it's 50% on the dot, so it actually gives us 50% crit rate. That is insane. And then if we go to the landing pod, we did we buy this? I don't recall buying that, but there we go, we get that. We don't want that, so we're just going to re-roll over here. I want to get more enemies if possible. There we go. And we'll just keep that. So we've got 20% more enemies. I don't know if that's going to make any difference or not, but we'll give it a try and see if we can get those 6 or 7 more levels before we reach the end of the time. Get more crit damage because we will be critting quite a lot now. That's a massive number over there. 1,300 on some of the crits. Okay, we get thermal shield, that's fine. What do we get? Increased G crystals, that's fine as well. Oh, it's G crystals, not G fuel. I don't know why I call it G fuel then. Going to the G crystals over there, they got destroyed. Oh man, I don't think we're going to increase our skill effect over there. Don't think we're going to be able to get it. We need 4 more levels, or 3.5 more levels, but it doesn't look like we are getting them. We get an overload. It's just not enough. I could have gone for the crit chance actually. Alright, so when we do Desert Area 4, we'll be able to get it much easier. But I do like this character more than the others that I have unlocked already, just because of how good his skill is. So having that right click, dealing that more damage and everything is just really, really, really strong. I don't think it shows. Oh, it does show us here. The power is 2.6 times. I don't know what that means though. Orbital Cannon, it shows you the damage it dealt, it shows you the amount that you get. A laser gun was doing 400 damage with a 19 fire rate, 3 bounces. Accuracy didn't really matter. The skill, again, the cooldown was 9.2 seconds, duration was 9.5, the power was 2.6. I don't know how... Oh, wait. Does this tell us? Oh no, that just shows you the upgrades. I don't know how we would see how much more of a difference it would actually have made. Also, this says 100% of crit gets turned into bonus critical damage, so going over 100% crit gives you the extra crit damage, which is also pretty cool to know as a feature in the game. But there we go, mission completed. We unlocked a mod over there for the successful evacuation, and we got ourselves 25,000 gold as well as 2,100 G crystals. And then if we return to base, we can take a look over here. We did unlock new mods, the survival mod over there, the knockback, and then we are able to go to the missions. We did receive or finish this mission over there, which is fantastic. And then we did this over here, so trigger the evolution for the Orbital Cannon, we get more money, and then use skills 150 times in combat, so that's great. There are a whole bunch of missions to complete. As you can see, we've only done 25 of the 131 that are there. There are some, let's see over here. So survive for 60 minutes in Endless. That's quite a long time over there. Do discovery missions, so just finish all the missions over there. Use the weapons in the tundra, so using every single weapon in the tundra. Obviously the tundra area is pretty difficult. And then over here, this is what I was talking about, so you get the mods for finishing with the characters. We were level 49, we just missed it. We could have got it over there. Reach level 50 with the Ranger, the Fury, the Guardian, Valkyrie, Mastermind. So there are a lot of characters to play with that we still need to unlock as well, but we did reach level 50 with the Vanguard. You also get to upgrade all of your characters, and then each one's got different things. So this one deals range damage and restores life. This one increases your weapons damage and fire rate by 70%, which is massive. And there's just a whole bunch of them. Like over here, we've got Dark Lord. He generates a black hole that continuously attracts enemies and causes damage. So just insane. They're quite cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.